This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, B'Kah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Luke chapter 21 verse 11 is that in less than 48 hours, okay, not only are we going to have a total solar eclipse that hasn't happened since 2017, and it hasn't happened regarding it going over Europe since I believe it was 1999, 27 years ago. Okay, you also have a rare 6-6 planet alignment, features Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, Uranus, Saturn, and Neptune, okay? Stretching across the pre-dawn sky, peaking around August 12th, right on the total solar eclipse, all right? So this is major. This is major, okay? And this is a major sign, man, all right? So, hey, things are about to heat up. Get ready, man, all right? You already know if you've been studying or paying attention to what the elites do on the left-hand side, all right? They ritualize these planetary alignments as well as these solar eclipses or lunar eclipses. They ritualize it, all right? However, ultimately, the glory comes from the Lord because, hey, these are the signs to let us know that the Lord's about to make his imminent return, all right? So things are about to heat up pertaining to prophecy. That's the point, all right? This is a rare 6 planetary alignment on top of a total solar eclipse, all right? Again, look, the total solar eclipse. A total solar eclipse will cross the Arctic and parts of Europe, offering a path to totality across Greenland, Iceland, northern Russia, Spain, and a small part of Portugal, with duration of totality lasting up to 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Okay? And just some historical purposes, I asked what major events occurred on August regarding a total solar eclipse landing on August, and what it said. World War One, okay, occurred just weeks after July-August outbreak of World War One. All right, and we're in the beginning stages of World War Three. Okay, so this is a major pattern recognition. Now, all right, we'll see what event occur on that day or around that day or after that day. All right, me just looking at pattern recognition, and again, the elites, they love to ritualize these planetary alignments. I wouldn't be surprised that there will be a cyber attack, a terrorist attack. They blame it on Iran, which justifies what? Boots on the ground, because boots on the ground are coming. In fact, I asked, provide update of potential boots on the ground in Iran. While President Donald Trump has refused to rule out ground deployments, the U.S. military has not launched a full-scale ground invasion of Iran, not yet. Instead, planning centers on limited, high-risk tactical operations such as targeted raids or securing strategic oil and nuclear sites. While active indirect diplomatic channels and regional mediations continue. All right, and they've been boasting that they want to take Iran's strategic oil. Okay, and they're running out of munitions. They're running out of weapons. Right. That's all over the news. So what's the next thing? Okay, boots on the ground. Okay, targeted operation. Pentagon planning has evaluated limited special operations or conventional infantry raids rather than a mass ground war. And this is how Vietnam started. The same way. It was in gradualism. Okay? And this ain't going to be long like Vietnam, all right? This is going to be straight and quick because again, America's enemies know that America's running out of their high risk, high end, not risk, high end tactical weapons. Like, check this out. What high tech tactical weapons is America running low on? The United States is currently experiencing critical shortages of long-range precision missiles and advanced air defense interceptors due to heavy usage in the 5 months long war with Iran, as well as the long war with Ukraine. Okay, according to intelligence sources and independent assessments by the organizations like the Center for Strategic International Studies, America's tactical stockpiles have reached dangerously low levels. Okay, so America's enemies see this, so they're gonna make a move. That's why this war ain't gonna be long and drawn out. All right, you got to be an idiot to allow America to restock after seeing that they've been depleted of their high-end weapons. Okay, look at that. Dad, roughly half burned through roughly half to 80%. Oh my, they didn't count the cost. All right, Patriot air defense missiles. Reports indicate that nearly half to 2/3 of global Patriot missile stock has been exhausted. Right. Also, by the way, the JJs took most of this. All right, because America's been supplying the JJs with all these types of defense interceptors, and they still didn't work. Iran's been cleaning their clock because Iran's Shahed, the drones, are able to maneuver around all these Patriot air defense missiles, and they're made cheaper. Not to mention Iran's ballistic missiles. And Iran has I got to keep saying it, Iran has a dancing ballistic missile. I think it's called like a SIG. Iran's dancing missile. It's like, yeah, Sejil. Yep, the dancing missile, not a SIG. The dancing missile is a media nickname for Iran's Sejil, and occasional other advanced variants like the Fatah and Kabar Shakan, a 2-stage solid fuel medium-range ballistic missile. It earned this moniker due to its reported high-altitude maneuverability and mid-flight evasive capability designed to bypass modern multi-layer air defense systems like the THAAD and the Patriot. Okay? All right? So, and the reason why I'm bringing this out, because America's losing the war. Now they got to go boots on the ground. So there's got to be an event to justify, to market boots on the ground. You following? Offensive precision strike missiles, ATACMS, Army Tactical Missile Systems. All right. The U.S. Army has reportedly depleted virtually all. Oh my. Precision strike missile, PRISM. Alongside ATACMS, the military has used up virtually all, or at least 45% of its newly developed, highly accurate Tomahawk. All right. Tomahawks, they should be a whole bunch of them. The U.S. Navy has burned through 30% to 50%, right? Because not only were they using it on Iran, all right, they were also using it on the Houthis, and the Houthis were giving them their money's worth. Long-range stealth cruise missiles, another one. The impact and industrial pushback. While President Donald Trump and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth have publicly pushed back on the severity of this shortage, asserting that the military has what it needs, the Pentagon has requested $67 billion in supplemental funding from Congress to bridge the shortfall. Right, that's how you know they're lying. These are lying politicians. When the Pentagon, okay, all you got to do is follow the money. Why is the Pentagon asking for more money, billions of dollars? Because they don't have them. Okay? All right? Because these highly complex systems take up to 2 years to manufacture, experts warn it could take 3 or more years to fully replenish the stockpile. Now, again, if I'm America's enemy, why would I want to let my enemy replenish, give him this amount of time to replenish? No. Okay? So either way, boots on the ground. Either America, okay, does a false flag, or Iran or its proxies go ahead and engage on American interests, like all the military bases all throughout the Middle East. Like they conduct a jihad, which goes into the prophecy of kings of the East, man. Kings of the East, right? Revelation 16 and 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates. And the great river Euphrates is what? Being dried up. And the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the East might be prepared. Right, prepare for what? All right? War. Not to talk about sports. Not to talk about the latest basketball trade, or the latest football trade, or the latest celebrity. Oh, did you see the Usher concert? The Usher? That's all over the stupid social media. Or what's another gossip? Drake, did you see Drake's 1 in 20? This is stupid psyop distractions, okay? And they do this on purpose, really for our people, to not have them paying attention to what's really going on, okay? It's fucking distractions. I see that shit, I'm sick of it, man. I hate fucking social media, all right? Can't get any good, you gotta fucking hunt for good quality news now, because all they throw in is, because they're out, it's not even, it's them, all right? Because you could try to train your algorithm the right way, and they still throw garbage in these social media platforms. They're still doing it on purpose to distract, okay? It's not even, you could try to clean up your algorithm as much as possible. They still throw that shit in there because they want you distracted. They don't want you thinking about stuff like this, all right? However, the prophets, the Lord put the spirit on the prophets. He's raised up the prophets, all right, to be in the spirit of what? Prophecy. Let me get that. Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. And that's what we're in. All right, that's why we can, remove ourselves from distraction and focus on what's the truth, man. All right. You also got wildfires. Nearly 100 wildfires burn across the U.S. Forced thousands to evacuate. Nearly 100 wildfires burn across the U.S. That's unprecedented. Okay. All right. These are records being broken, man. Okay. This reminded me of this scripture, Joel chapter 2, verse 30, and I will show wonders in the heavens. Right. So you again back to the planetary alignment. All right. Rare sixth planet. Okay. Plus the total solar eclipse. All right. You also, what else you got going on? All right. And in the earth, blood and fire. Right. Fire. Oh, nearly 100 wildfires burning across the U.S. All right. And this is a foreshadowing of what's to come. Because of what is the Lord saying? I'm about to cook this place with nuclear fire. All right. Because this World War III ain't going away, man. This World War III ain't going away. All right. This is it. And pillars of smoke. 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. Right. And we're going into, all right, into the when the Lord's about to make his return, man. Okay. The Lord's about to make his return. It's evident. All these things that are happening on planet Earth simultaneously. You got earthquakes. Okay. You got famine. You got pestilence. You got this war. Okay. Then you got the planetary alignments. You got this total solar eclipse. You got wildfires. All right. You got Jacob's trouble. The ice. Okay. Is on the move. So these are signs, because why? The Lord's about to make his return. Yahushai. All right. 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord, Yahweh, shall be delivered. You see? So you got to know the name of the Lord. And his name ain't Jeebus. His name ain't Jesus. The name of the Lord, okay, is the Father's name is Yahweh, all right, which means he exists. And the Son's name is Yahweh Shai, which means he deliverer, he savior. All right. And Yahweh Shai is a so-called black man. All right. He's not Caucasian. He's not, okay, a so-called white man, a devil. All right. He's a so-called black man who's upset. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance. Right. Because who's going to be saved? The Israelites, as the Lord has said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. Right. Though these will be among the survivors whom the Lord has called. Right. Survivors, because there's going to be a lot of death. Don't you see? This World War III is going to bring a lot of death, a lot of famine, okay? A lot of diseases, okay? Then once the chip is made mandatory, then the nukes. And then on top, then not just the nukes, Yahweh Shai himself. So there's going to be a lot of people being put to death. This is what we talk about, the prophecies, okay? All right? Because all the questions have been answered. Salvation has always been for the Israelites. The Bible's been written by Israelites for Israelites. You nations are going into slavery. Okay? It's a fact. You heathens are going into slavery. Those that survived the coming judgment. All your questions have been answered. Now it's time for you to hear about prophecy, and that's it. That's all you're going to hear. It's prophecy, prophecy, prophecy. All right? Thus say it, all right, what the scriptures say. Be in the spirit of prophecy. This is revelation. So, Lord willing, is us edifying. We're here, man. It's getting spicy. Get your mind right. It's about to get spicy. So I believe through the Spirit, man. I'm just speaking as a man, but I believe something about to go down. All right? That earthquake was just, okay, an appetizer. Something about major is about to go down around this day. It could be on the day. It could be before the day. It could be after the day. Remember, the JJs in America attacked Iran before the total lunar eclipse that occurred on March 3rd. Okay? That's a fact. That's worth a Google. All right, now you got this total solar eclipse. And again, all right, pattern recognition. Okay? I asked what event occurred in August on a total solar eclipse? World War I. All right? So we here. Okay, that's why. All right, when you look at the Lord created the stars, okay, the moon and the sun for what? For seasons and the times, man. In fact, that's in Galatians, okay. And if you not Galatians, Genesis, Salakia. It's been a long day, Salakia. All right. And by the way, all right, when I said the Lord, because I'm giving him the credit, okay. However, when you go into the word God, it's Alahayim, which means the powers, okay, or the rulers, all right, because it was Yahweh Shai and the angels, all right, that create everything that you see, touch, feel, and taste, okay. All right, Yahweh Shai got the blueprint from his father Yahweh to build the earth, to build the moon, to build the sun, to build the stars, okay? But let's just get to the point. Here we go. Genesis chapter 1, verse 13. And the evening and the morning were the third day, right? This is the creation. 14. And the Alahayim said, let there be light in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. You see that? Okay. 15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And the Alahayim, okay, made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also, right? Okay, and that's where, and then again, these planetary alignments, these planets are also known as stars. Okay, that's why you got to go into the etymology real quickly, just to give you a a breakdown. What is a star? Okay, a celestial body appearing as a luminous point. Okay, used originally of the apparently fixed celestial body, which is restricted in modern sense, but also was used of planets and comets as preserved in falling star. Right. Okay, that's why when you go to the word planet, okay, it means what? Star other than a fixed star. Okay, star revolving in an orbit. Okay, so there you go. It's a star. So these are signs, okay, for season, the times that we're in. And we're in a time when the Lord's about to make his return to deliver his elect, all right, from captivity, as well as to destroy, okay, you wicked people that walk the earth, you heathens, and you wicked two-thirds here in Babylon, the great America. So, Lord willing, this less edifying. I know it was a little bit, a little bit all over the place, but Lord willing, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, you understand where we're at, man. Hey, get your mind right, get your head on a swivel, all right. Get your head out of your 4 point of contact. That's what I used to hear when I was in the military. Because hey, shit's about to go down. All right, this is a major event that's about to happen. All right, and these secret societies, all right, the elites, they're going to use this to ritualize something. All right, so pay attention. So with that, I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it door, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles, elders. We're almost out of here. For the few sisters that are watching, keep studying. And when you pray, pray, cover Shalom. And as the apostle elders always say, until the next one, Shalom.